Alright, good afternoon everyone. We are finally doing a flight in 2024 in the Airbus A321. So looking forward to this. Flight today from Denver, Colorado down to San Diego, California, the most beautiful city in America, so they say. And we're going to try it in MSFS 2024. Did some updates to it, and I think it's working out pretty well. So as you can see, we're in the first person walk around mode. It's pretty cool. I still haven't figured out how to do traffic yet. There does seem to be like an airplane right here, because you can see like the jetway, at least I saw it a little bit earlier. It moved and looked like it was connecting, but I can't seem to get it to pop up. So it's kind of going to be a lonely flight today down to the San Diego, but at least it'll be good on the frame rate. Alright, we are departing here at 4 o'clock. I believe it's 3 o'clock over there. It's 3:15. So we're departing here in the next 45 minutes. And we'll be on our way here soon. Let's go ahead and do a quick little walk around. We do have some new features we can do. I think we could ideally move the fan blades around, but it looks like there's already air going through it. Probably the air conditioning that's causing them to spin, or maybe even the environment. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't think the air conditioner will make it spin. Probably just the ambient wind. We can take a quick look at the fan blades. They all look pretty good. They do look old though. So we'll come over here and we will go ahead and check our static ports. Looks pretty good. Angle attack. And can we remove the chocks? No, that's GSX thing. We'll take a look at our tires. Looking pretty good on the treading and our shock strut there. Parking brake is on. You can see the light is on. And our landing lights, taxi lights. I'll put more on our taxi lights. Alright. More of our probes here, I think. Can you actually do something with this? External power is connected and available. Ooh, you can shut it off from here. Test the lights. That is cool. Very cool. You can see our external power is connected at the moment. We'll check our radar dome. Looking pretty good. Got some bugs smashed on there, looks like. We'll check our other side of that port. Free and clear. Here's our avionics output valve. Probably some really warm air coming out through there. And then I believe you can open up these doors. I think you have to turn on the hydraulic. Oh yeah, there we go. It's open, but since we don't have any hydraulic power, they're just gonna hang out in that position. So we'll just open it up. The ground crew will do the rest of the. I just want to see the features of it. Cool. And engine number 2 is looking pretty good here. We'll check our landing gear. Make sure there's no hydraulic leaks. Tires are looking pretty good. We'll check up here. And gear bay is looking pretty good too. Yep, it's not automatic mode. Okay, we'll check the undercarriage of the wing here. I'll have to do some more tweaking to get the AI traffic to work. I mean, I've been reading that a lot of people haven't had any troubles getting it working, but for me, for some reason, I'm just having all sorts of trouble getting AI traffic to work. Here's the, is this the hydraulic panel? Yeah, it's one of these over here. Is it this one? No. It's the toilet service. Can you open that? You cannot. There's one that you can open up around here. Can open that. Okay. One of these panels open up and you can turn it on. I think there's a switch I actually had to turn on inside the cabin to access that door. But anyways, our stabilator. Is it a stabilator? I think it is. Yes, it is. Fairly positive. And then, yeah, the graphics look really good in this game. Like, look at the way the tail looks. Like, the polar bear just looks really nice. It's a big difference. This simulator, honestly, it's very well detailed, and so far the performance is pretty good. Got a beautiful day out in Denver, Colorado. Sunny skies. Look at that sun. And then we do have some clouds over there to the, I'm assuming the north. Might be the north. Yeah, over there. Anywho, we're at gate A53. And let's go ahead and climb into the airplane, get things set up and going. Alright. Like, I actually have legs now. That's cool. Alright. Let's review our flight plan. So Denver to San Diego. We're leaving here at 2200 Zulu, which is 4 o'clock. It is currently 3:22. And we get there around 5:35, which will about be 3 hours from now. Is it 3 hours from now? No, it's an hour and 35, but it's actually 2 hours and 35. En route time is an hour 49. So let's see here. 0, 23, 22, 21, 20. So about 8:35 is when we land. A little later than I wanted to, but that's fine. Block fuel is 21,926. We're taking a full cabin, 230 packs, flight level 340. Wind's coming out from the west. And minute takeoff fuel is 21,330. Takeoff weight would be about 178,696. Cost index 5. And for our departure, we'll do the Baylor 6 departure. Join the Quebec 86 airway and then do the Lucky 1 arrival into runway 27. Let's see here. Denver. No NOTAMs that I should be aware of. Sid, we're doing the Baylor 6. Okay. Over in San Diego, taxiway Papa, it's closed to aircraft more than 135. Approach procedures. We're looking at the localizer, or the RNAV, excuse me, RNAV Yankee 27. LNAV minimum is 780. Okay, over here in San Diego, or excuse me, Denver, actually, the weather over there, pretty calm. 290 at 9, so we'll get a headwind and just some few scattered clouds and broken clouds, but weather is pretty much stable over. And here in Denver, winds are 110 at 11, gusting at 19. Winds variable from 090 to 150. 33 on the temperature is very warm, and 09 on the dew point. Altimeter 3025. So some considerations: it's hot outside and we are at a high elevation airport. Not too high, I mean we should be fine for our departure. We'll just double check our performance numbers, make sure we are good. So we got 3025 set on here, on all three. We're looking good. No significant weather along that route. It looks like we are in a high pressure system right now. Winds are kind of going clockwise, so that makes sense for the high pressure number today. Alright, we'll come over here and request our init data. Today we are Frontier Flight 2817. Sure, this is connected. Cool. So we have a lot of passengers. Let's start setting up. Let's start setting up.
Roger.
Excellent. It's working. And since it's warm outside, we'll go ahead and make sure we turn off the cabin fans and connect to our preconditioned air. Alright, hopefully now we can get things moving along. Let's go ahead and load our aircraft. Nice. And this is going to be a test for the future. See how, if we can hopefully start transitioning to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. It is a better looking sim, and it is the future, so we gotta stick with that. Alright, nav set, that's good. I don't plan on boarding until we finish refueling, so we'll just turn on the seatbelt signs now. This is all good. ATS obviously off. We'll leave packs on. We'll have a fault light though. Go ahead and turn it down now. Fire test. Engine 2 fire test. Alright, we'll change the MCP panel here in a little bit after we get our clearance and stuff. Engine oil is looking good. Bleed air is looking good. Pressure is good. You can see our cabin altitude is currently at 5,500 or 5,050. So we are quite high up today, but we have a pretty strong, nice performing aircraft. So we are heavy though. We're heavy, it's hot, and we're high altitude. So we do have to consider our density altitude. The runways are pretty long here though, so Air conditioning, we got 68 degrees being fed into the airplane. Temperatures and pressures are looking good. Controls are off. And we are Frontier Flight 2817. F5 is our cross index, and we're going up 34,000. Outside temperature is 33. We'll go ahead and uplink our winds. And it looks like we're refueling, so it's great. Cool. So for now, we are planning runway 17 left. I think that's what they're using. Information kilos current, looks like winds now 130 at 14, gusting 21. So runway 17 left. This is the departure information. Departing runways 8 and 17 left. Man, if we can get runway 8, that'd be fine. It's kind of the same taxi, so we'll just use runway 17 left. Let's see, which one's the longer runway? 12,000, they're both 12,000 feet, so no worries, we'll just use whatever ones they assign us, no problem with that. Notice the airmen, taxiway might close between Echo Alpha and taxiway Alpha. Might close between Echo Alpha. Okay, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. Alpha is closed between Mike and Kilo. Okay, Mike. That's something. No, we shouldn't have to worry about that either. So that's closed. And Foxtrot is closed. Foxtrot is on the other side of the airport, so we shouldn't have to worry about that either. Hotspot along the route to taxiway, 17 left, just with that intersecting taxiways. Cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at the Baylor 6 arrival, or departure. Denver, Colorado, departing runway 17 left. Baylor 6, and right now we are going to plan on using the Teru transition. Cool. So I haven't flown out of Denver in a while. Should be fun. So, Baylor 6 speed restriction accelerate to 250 knots or greater upon reaching 10,000, which is something we'll be able to meet. 17 left is standard with a minimum climb of 450 feet per nautical mile to 5,934. So, we climb out around, see, this is requiring 450. Climb out around 150-ish, so we're going to go ahead and just look at that, where minimum is 1,125 feet per minute climb. We should be able to make it out with that kind of performance today. Let's check the chart. It doesn't give me my maximum climb performance, however, with the temperatures and stuff, it can give us our takeoff distance. Yeah, so 146, 148, 149 with flaps 3. It doesn't want us to do what we could do. It wants us to do a toga takeoff with that. It'd be a toga takeoff anyways. Yeah, so we'll see. We should be able to do just a flex takeoff. We'll see what this gives us, but right now my flight plan is telling me to do a toga takeoff, so we'll expect to do that. All right, so back to the departure. Once on left, we'll climb on a heading of 173 to intercept 219 to Gorak, and then from there Barkham, and at or below 10,000. Then wake gear at or above 11,000. And then continue down to Tulo at or above 14, Hilton, Mitsui 16, Baylor at or above 17, then Boba, and then Teru. And then from there we'll continue down to Pindle, Valak, Cutcrow, Schools, York, Teachru, and then the arrival. We'll do the RNAV, Yankee. Let's see here. Is that the Yankee? Is that the one we want to do? I think so. Make sure it's not RMP. So we do have an RMP. We want the Yankee. Is this RMP capable? What does it say? RNAV Yankee via Lindy. And we want to do the lucky one arrival. Approach via will be Lindy, yep. And then our transition will be Teachru. Insert. We should have 21,000 is still, what? Maybe just finished. 21,920. Which is good. 6 pounds short, but that's fine. Alright. So from Teachru, we go from Teachru down to, once I get there, Line, Surfer, Trash, or Thrash, I don't know. And then Shady, Momar at or above 24, Desert at or above 19. It's getting annoying. Desert. Trixie at or above 12 and 270 knots. Asker at or above 8,700. Barrett at or above 8,000. Hannah at or above 6,100. And then Lucky at 6,000. Lindy at above 5,210. And then this approach goes really quick, and you can get behind the airplane really fast here. So we got to be on top of our altitudes and our airspeed. From Lindy or Vita, we go to O'Kane at 3,600. Sigi at 2,700, and then O'Kane, or excuse me, Rebo 2,000. And then our MDA is 780, not 760.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Okay.
And then from there we should be good with our, and then we go to SARGs for our hold. Cool. Alright, before passengers get on board, cockpit preparation checklist.
Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Fuel quantity.
21,940 pounds.
Seat belts.
On.
ADIRS.
Nav.
Barrow ref.
3025 set.
3025 set. Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
Excellent. Alright, so we got Denver 17 left dry. We'll sync our preliminary low sheet, which is looking good. Go ahead and calculate that. And yep, we are heavy. So we do need toga for this most likely. Let's do, it was telling us we needed flaps. Let me look at this. Because it's saying with calm winds, we should be able to do this with flaps 3. So let's try that. We got a 12-mile headwind, which helps us with performance. Stop margin is 295 feet. Let's see here, because it says here 17 left toga, maximum takeoff weight, which we're below that. Let's try bleeds off. And we should have a performance of 146. Let's do flaps 2. We're gonna go with this. So we're gonna do a toga takeoff, anti-ice off, packs off, and we're gonna go ahead and do with what's our stop margin here? 10 feet or what? I'm gonna go ahead and do a flaps 3 takeoff. And we'll do flaps 3. And we should be alright. We got 148. We'll go ahead and send that to make do. We got 12,000 feet of runway. It's a little warm outside. So that's possibly the reason why performance sucks. But we'll be alright. So we got 148, 155, 158, and then flaps 3 up 0.7. No flex takeoff temperature. Cool. We'll be alright, famous last words. We'll go ahead and go into our landing performance and see how good that is too. It's never a perfect day, so we'll go ahead and plan for that. Landing weight is currently expecting 166.7. And we'll go ahead and do medium auto brakes so we can maximize the amount of runway we have. 11 knots, we use about 5,700 feet, giving us a good amount of runway left. I mean, there's a pretty long threshold here, and not much room for error, so the sooner we land on the runway the better. I don't think there's passengers in the back, is there? Oh, there actually is. I feel like you'd expect to see them walking in. Anyways, cool. Let's go ahead and contact ATC and get our clearances. Not gonna have
Frontier Flight 2817, Denver clearance, cleared to San Diego. Baylor 6 departure, with the Teros transition then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 127.05. Squawk 5722.
Cleared to San Diego. Baylor 6 departure with the Teros transition, then is filed. Climb by SID. Departure frequency 127.05. Squawk 5722. Frontier Flight 2817.
Frontier Flight 2817, read back correct. Contact ground 121.85 when ready for push or start.
Daniel. School has been alright. Wasn't able to fly today because of the clouds. My Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays are a little nice for now because I'm not really scheduled much on my work. But so I've been able to get home around before 2 o'clock, which is nice. Get some rest. And Tuesdays and Thursdays I have all my classes there.
You're welcome. Have a great flight.
So it's a little longer day, but it's good. I'll be honest, after the second class I start to give up. I want to go to sleep so bad. But it's alright. And so this is the new simulator 2024. We're gonna finally do a flight on this Airbus over there to San Diego. So looking forward to it. It's kind of gonna be a test to see how this airplane will perform, or how the new simulator will perform. So wasn't able to get any accompanying traffic with us, so it's just going to be us.
At gate Charlie 25, request pushback and engine start.
Alright, are you ready for the departure briefing?
Southwest 1384.
Go ahead.
Denver ground.
Alright.
Pushback and engine start approved.
Today's departure is going to be a fun one. So we are in Denver, obviously.
Southwest 1384.
And we're going to expect to use runway 17 left. No hots, or there's one hot spot along that route going to Echo Delta, just with a bunch of intersecting taxiways, and also there's a hole short there for the approach path of runway 17 right. So is that a hole? It might be yeah. So we'll just be cautious of that, make sure we're cleared across if there is any clearance required. Yeah, no taxiway closures or anything like that along our route. We just looked over that. Anticipated taxi will most likely be around maybe Lima or Mike all the way down to Echo Delta. 17 left, we have 12,000 feet of runway available for us. Today we are in a high density altitude situation. So we got 5,000 feet of our field elevation, 5,400. Okay, thanks.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
And our temperature is 33 degrees Celsius, and we're high on our elevation, so we are going to have a bit of a performance impact with that. And we are also extremely heavy. I think we're at 178,000 pounds, so we're pretty heavy today, low performance. So we are going to be limited to using a toga takeoff today. So we're using full power. Flaps will be down to 3. We're going to turn off the air conditioning, and we'll have about 148 on their V1. VR will be 55 and V2 158. So yeah, it's going to be a challenging takeoff, but it should be alright. 12,000 feet of runways is a really long runway, so I think they have that in mind when they built this airport. Anyway, so any failure prior to V1 will pull power to idle. So we'll go simultaneously thrust levers idle, wheel brakes will apply maximum until we get to a safe stop, and then we'll apply thrust reversers maximum to consistent with a directional control of the airplane. And from there we'll try to get off the runway if we can. So anything after V1, we'll go ahead and continue our takeoff, rotate at 155, and then we'll climb out at 158. For any failure after that, we'll just take that issue up in the air, contact ATC, and get some vectors back to land on runway 17 right or anything like that. Excuse me. We'll do the Baylor 6 departure. So speed restrictions to climb or accelerate to 250, and then or greater upon reaching 10,000. So we will always comply with that, and we meet the takeoff minimums. And top altitude is 23,000. And we'll climb via the SID. And yeah, so pretty much we'll depart runway heading 173, and then we'll intercept the 219 course to Go Rock, pretty much go RNAV to it. Then we'll go at Barkham at or below 10,000, and then wake gear at or above 11, then Tulo at or above 14, and then Hilton, Mitsui at or above 16, Baylor at above 17. We should be well above our altitudes by then, and then I don't know how they pronounce it, Teru, anyways. So yeah, pretty good flight over to San Diego, about an hour 49 minutes over there, and we'll probably end up doing the RNAV Yankee to runway 27. Make sure we're staying ahead of the airplane, as that approach can come up very quickly, and we can easily fall behind on our altitudes and our speeds. But we'll talk more about that in the air. As far as departure goes, the only threat that I mentioned is just kind of our high elevation. We do have some terrain nearby, and our performance. So just staying cautious for our terrain, and we'll use our terrain on the ND here. But I'll be the pilot taking off and landing the airplane today. So this will be a left-hand seat takeoff. For any emergencies, I'll be the pilot in control of the pilot in command. Other than that, weather is pretty good. Wind's pretty much a direct headwind, about 12 knots. And yeah, should be a good flight. There we go, 175. Good. Do you have any questions? What is he doing?
Takeoff runway.
Cancel checklist.
Roger.
Any questions?
Takeoff runway confirmed.
What are you doing?
Approach path clear of traffic.
Oh my gosh. Any questions? Stop touching things. Oh my gosh. He is just...
No questions.
Great. Thank you so much. It's like once he's stuck on an animation, he has to complete it. Alright, cool. Now we're just going to wait for the rest of the packs to get on. And we'll be on our way. We got about 6 minutes left. We got about 155 out of 230. So let's go ahead and turn on the APU. You should see a sharp rise in the EGT and the N1.
United 489. Ramp Bravo 77 taxi via Mike 5. Mike, Alpha Sierra, Lima, Charlie Sierra, Kilo.
There's a
Ramp
sharp
Bravo
rise in the
77 via
EGT.
Mike 5, Mike, Alpha Sierra, Lima, Charlie Sierra, Kilo, United 489.
And then it should drop back down. There it is.
Southwest 1384. Contact Denver Tower 132.35.
Contact Tower 132.35, Southwest 1384. See you.
Oh, I can actually hear the APU in the back now. Cool. It's providing power now. We can go ahead and turn on the APU bleed. Disconnect that. We'll go ahead and turn on our cabin fans and disconnect our preconditioned air. How are we doing in the back with air conditioning, by the way? We are very warm back there, 81 degrees. There's a lot of people back there, so let's just start cooling down now. It is blowing out 50 degree, 49 degree air back there. It's just going down. Maybe we shouldn't have it all the way down. We give people frostbite back there. It's just cooling down the cabin. So 40 now it should be rising up to maintain a comfortable air temperature. Yeah, it is hot, but don't worry, we got air conditioning is blowing 50 degree air back there. No coffee. No, this is Frontier, brother. You gotta pay $5. I'm excited to see how San Diego is going to look like in the sim. I was inspired to fly here or fly to San Diego in the simulator because, one, the graphics are extremely improved, and yeah, it's just like everything should look a lot better. So, and especially since we're so close to the ground in the San Diego approach, so we should get a good view of everything. Right, 3 minutes till departure. How are we doing?
Southwest
We're almost there, about 35 more
Gate
packs.
Bravo 55, request pushback and engine start.
Southwest 3332, Denver ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast.
Pushback approved, face northeast, Southwest 3332.
There's still a lot more work that needs to be done. Like the passengers aren't walking to their seats, and they should be able to walk from the start of the jetway into the plane. That shouldn't be any issue. We can actually do something cool. We could, once I get my controller here, while we wait, we can walk around. Hello. What? These people aren't even seated in an actual seat. Guys, this isn't... I'm sorry, you guys can't sit there. You guys need to actually find a seat. We should be almost done. I'm afraid to fall off, so I'm not gonna step on there.
Southwest 3332, runway 17 left taxi via Bravo November. Mike, Echo Delta.
Runway 17 left taxi via Bravo November, Mike, Echo Delta, Southwest 3332.
We'll work out the zone.
Southwest 1974, Gate Charlie 49er taxi via Mike 5. Mike, Alpha Sierra, Lima, Charlie November, Kilo.
Okay, we're good to go. Send that to the
Charlie
McDo.
49er via Mike 5, Mike, Alpha Sierra, Lima, Charlie
We're actually
November,
on time, so
Kilo,
let's get out of here.
Southwest 1974.
Right.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we cleared to close?
Yep, clear to close.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Alright. Go ahead and make my announcement. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck. My name is Captain Gio. Alongside with me is First Officer Jose. Alongside with our Lovely flight attendants in the back, we'd like to welcome you on board today's Frontier flight over to San Diego. We're looking like an on-time departure here. If you can help the cabin prepare for departure by finding your seats and fastening your seat belts, then we can make our way over to the runway. Just finalizing up some paperwork here. We ask that you make yourself comfortable, and we'll look like about an hour 49 minutes over to San Diego. Cruise about 34,000 feet. Weather's pretty stable at the moment. Very hot temperatures outside today, about 33 degrees Celsius. Winds are coming out from the west today. We'll give you a quick update once we are getting ready to leave, and we'll contact you guys to let you know how the flight's going throughout. However, we do ask that you remain seated when the seatbelt signs are fastened, and when the seatbelt signs are turned off, we do ask that you keep those seatbelts on whenever you're in your seat, as we could expect turbulence unexpectedly. Again, we thank you for choosing America's greenest airlines. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure. Armed doors across, 6 standby for on-call. Alright. B4 start checklist.
Parking brake.
Set and checked.
Takeoff speeds and thrust.
V1 148, VR 155, V2 158, flaps 3, toga. Set and checked. Set and checked.
Captain, we are ready for pushback.
V1 148, VR 155, V2 158. Windows.
Closed.
Beacon.
On.
Before start checklist completed.
Alright, go ahead and request our push to start, please.
Frontier Flight 2817, gate Alpha
Departure check
53,
completed.
request pushback
Bypass
and
pin
engine
inserted.
start. Frontier Flight 2817, Denver ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast. Pushback approved. Face northeast. Frontier Flight 2817.
Locking gear.
To the left. Doors are armed, brakes in the green. We'll go nose left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Okay. Brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Starting engine 2.
Okay.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check.
Southwest 3332. Contact Denver Tower 132.35. Have a good afternoon.
Over to Tower 132.35, Southwest 3332. See you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you, as we are about to demonstrate the safety features aboard our Airbus A321. Thank you.
It is quite hot outside, so the engines are going to start up pretty quickly.
Airbus A321. Please pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions.
Starting engine 1.
Okay.
Safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position, which you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew
Please set parking brakes.
the exits nearest
Right.
to you.
Brakes set.
Unlocking gear.
Your nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. Leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times.
2 good engine
If
starts.
the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose
We gotta update his speed on doing his flow because it's super slow.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
After start checklist.
All aircraft be advised information Romeo now current.
Anti-ice.
302.
Off.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Pitch trim.
0.7% set.
Rudder trim.
Neutral.
After start checklist completed.
Flight control check.
2685. At
Ready.
Charlie 47. Request
Full up.
pushback and engine start.
That's really delayed there.
Full down.
Southwest 2685. Denver ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face east.
Neutral.
Pushback approved. Face
Full
east.
left.
Southwest 2685.
Full right.
I hope it doesn't do that thing
Neutral.
where the PFD and
Full left.
the ND are like super
Full
delayed.
right. Neutral.
It's just giving me the vibes that it's gonna do that. Alright. Clear left side.
United 262.
Clear right side.
Gate Bravo tree.
Right.
Request pushback and engine start.
Brake check.
United 262. Denver ground. Pushback approved. Face east.
Brake check.
Pressure
Pushback
zero.
approved.
Thank you.
Face east. United 262. Southwest 2917. Gate Charlie 41 taxi via Mike 5. Mike, Alpha Alpha. Hotel, Charlie November, Juliet.
Gate Charlie 41
Pressure
Mike
zero.
5, Mike Alpha Alpha. Hotel, Charlie November, Juliet. Southwest 2917.
I don't know why it's taking forever to respond.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff.
Let's go ahead.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Excellent.
Frontier Flight 2817. Runway 17 left taxi via Alpha November. Mike, Echo Delta.
Okay. Clear right side or clear left?
Clear right side.
Alright. Brakes are released. We are very heavy, so we gotta keep our momentum going. This is Alpha November, pretty much.
Southwest 2685. Taxi for departure. Southwest
It
2685.
might be alright actually
Runway
now I'm looking at
17
it.
left taxi via Kilo. Charlie November, Echo Delta. Runway 17 left taxi via Kilo. Charlie November, Echo Delta. Southwest 2685.
It just feels really heavy. This plane feels extremely heavy right now.
United 262, request taxi. Southwest 747, Gate Bravo 55 taxi via Mike 5. Mike, Alpha Sierra, Lima,
And we'll
Bravo
continue this
November.
all the way into Mike.
Gate Bravo 55 via Mike 5, Mike Alpha Sierra, Lima, Bravo November, Southwest 747.
United 262, runway 17 left taxi via Bravo November. Mike, Echo Delta. Alright, we'll taxi to runway 17 left via Bravo November. Mike,
Clear left side.
Echo Delta.
Clear
United
right side.
262.
just noticed there's no taxiway signs, but I'm positive this is Echo Delta right here.
Southwest 2685. Contact Denver Tower 132.35. Over to Tower 132.35. Southwest 2685. See you.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay. Cabin crew seats for takeoff, please. Alright. Runway entry procedure.
Takeoff runway confirm. Approach path clear of traffic.
Checked.
Frontier Flight 2817. Contact Denver Tower 132.35. Over to Tower 132.35. Frontier Flight 2817.
It's like I see planes on the TCAS, but it's not showing up on the actual simulator. Lineup checklist.
Takeoff runway.
Runway 17 left confirmed.
Frontier Flight 2817,
Runway
Denver Tower,
17 left
110
confirmed.
at 8,
TCAS.
23 Arnav to Gorak. Runway 17 left, cleared for takeoff.
TARA.
Packs 1 and 2.
Off.
Lineup checklist completed.
Alright, Arnav to Gorak, clear for takeoff.
United 262, holding short, runway 17 left.
United 262, number 2 for departure. Hold short of 17 left.
Affirm, hold short of 17 left, United 262.
Right. Takeoff.
Check.
50%. Set. Manitoga SRS runway, auto throttle blue.
Checked. Thrust set.
United 262, runway 17 left, line up and wait.
Runway 17 left, line up and wait, United 262.
100 knots.
Okay. Yeah, it is doing the same thing. I wonder if it's the frame generation.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
United 262, Denver Tower, wind 100 at 8, guns 23, Arnav to Ian's, runway 17 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 17 left, Arnav to Ian's, cleared for takeoff, United 262.
Frontier Flight 2817, contact Denver departure. Have a good afternoon.
Thrust climb, climb nav.
Packs are on.
Okay. You see, like, the performance is really good, but like my PFD and MFD are not behaving well. Let's go ahead and try to build some airspeed up here. Trying to get it above that F here so we can...
Frontier Flight 2817, Denver departure, radar contact.
Denver departure, United
I'm talking about performance. The performance is really bad. Now we got, as I mean performance, I mean like the actual like environment, the atmosphere. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Climb and maintain 17,000 feet, United 262.
Autopilot 1 on. Autopilot 1 on. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1. Speed checked. Flaps 0.
262. Contact Denver Center 125.905.
Center on 125.905. United 262.
We're not going to make it above 11,000 here, huh? I care more about climbing right now than we do about making our airspeed. I want to see something real quick, because you see it's a little laggy, so I'm going to turn this off. Let's see how it behaves. I'd say more or less it's the same. Rocking, getting tossed around now. That's the turbulence from Alex. right back.
Standard cross-checked. Passing flight level 180. Now.
Frontier Flight 2817. Contact Denver Center 119.85. Take care.
Frontier Flight 2817, Denver Center. Climb maintain flight level 340.
Climb maintain flight level 340. Frontier Flight 2817.
Frontier Flight 2817, contact Denver Center 134.5.
Frontier Flight 2817, Denver Center, roger.
Frontier Flight 2817. Contact Denver Center 125.35.
Denver Center, Frontier Flight 2817. Good afternoon. Out of flight level 319er for flight level 340 direct PLNDL.
Frontier Flight 2817, Denver Center.
$1,000 to go.
Frontier Flight 2817. Contact Denver Center 118.575.
Frontier Flight 2817, Denver Center, copy. Frontier Flight 2817, contact Denver Center 127.55.
Center on 127.55. Frontier Flight 2817. Have a good afternoon.
Frontier Flight 2817. Contact Los Angeles Center 124.85. Have a good afternoon.
Contact Los Angeles Center 124.85. Frontier Flight 2817. Los Angeles Center, Frontier Flight 2817, flight level 340.
Frontier Flight 2817, Los Angeles Center, copy. Frontier Flight 2817, contact Los Angeles Center 134.65. Take care.
Center on 134.65. Frontier Flight 2817. Have a good one.
Frontier Flight 2817, Los Angeles Center. Frontier Flight 2817, Los Angeles Center. Expect Lucky 1, runway 27. Frontier Flight 2817, Los Angeles Center. Expect Lucky 1, runway 27. Frontier Flight 2817, Los Angeles Center.
Okay. So Daniel, do you still talk to him now? Like if I ask him about you, he will recognize you? Alright. Destination Tata. Fatsim is online. Cool. I already am in LA Center. We'll just keep it on that's our ones we have now. Because I don't want to screw anything up just yet. 26 on the temperature. And winds 290 at gusting 16. That's 7 gusting 16, so we'll just put in the gust factor here. What's your Korean name? I thought Daniel was your What's your Korean name though? I thought Daniel was your real name.
Frontier Flight 2817, contact Los Angeles Center 128.15, take care.
Ask Mr. Log. I'll have to ask him. Folks, seatbelt size a bit turned on. We'll be starting our descent here in the next couple minutes. We ask that you find your seats, fasten your seatbelts, and we'll be on the ground here in the next 20 minutes or so. 5 minutes, please prepare the gap. I'll ask Mr. Log. Let's see.
Frontier Flight 2817, Los Angeles Center. Frontier Flight 2817, descend via Lucky 1 arrival. San Diego landing runway 27, altimeter 29er.
So, how'd you... Because Brian was telling me his story about how he got his name, and he said he just chose Brian. Alright. The Lucky goes down to 6,000. Alright, this approach is going to be fun. We're going to make sure we are on top of our altitudes here. We're going to start a little bit early. Yeah, he was telling me something about like how he was choosing his name and he just came up with Brian because it sounded the best with his last name. So I'm wondering, is that the same thing with you, or did your parents pick Daniel, or what? What's the situation? Okay, get sure. I won't be coming. I'm working, but I promise. Oh, I'm not gonna say I promise, but I should be able to make it, not this week, but next week Thursday. Because there's a little bit of a complication with the work schedule. I had to accommodate for another coworker. So I was told that I'm going to be closing tomorrow. And then hopefully after that I should start my new part-time schedule. I know, but we're almost there. We're almost at the end of that, so. Alright, performance. So we gotta go look at our weight. We are 9.9, so 57.5. Let's just round this up to 10, so we're 67.5 minus 1 is 67.4. We're a little heavier, but that's okay. We're gonna use medium outer brake still, and we'll have plenty of momentum left. We'll go medium outer brakes. Is Logan back from his vacation, or is he still over there? Yeah, I was talking to Brian, man. He's an inspiration, honestly. And, I mean, you too, Daniel. It's wild, this story that he was telling me. Came to Liberty in 2012, and then I think he was doing electrical engineering or something like that. He was failing out. He had to go back to Korea like two times or something like that. His story is just really crazy. Okay. And yeah, and he just what's the word I'm trying to look at? He just really emphasizes on, not emphasizes, but he's just an example of how God's planned for someone. And man, the way God worked through him to get to the position he is now is incredible, honestly. And I take a look at my flight training career, and it's like, man, I'm truly blessed. Yes, I've had my ups and downs. I think every pilot has their ups and downs in their flight career. But man, he just blows my story out of the water, honestly. We haven't been told to descend, we're descending already. Okay, we are. Feels good to do a flight in 2024 now. I feel like we're actually making progress in the simulator, and I like it a lot. Like I mentioned before, the visuals are so much better. It's the future of flight simulation, so there's just some hiccups here and there that still need to be tweaked. But it's coming along. It's coming along. It's been a year almost since it's been released. I think it was released in November or something like that. Approach checklist.
Barrow ref.
2992 set. Set and check.
2992 set. Seatbelts.
On.
Minimum.
780 feet set and checked. Set and checked. Set and checked.
Auto brake.
Medium. Set and checked.
Engine mode selector.
Normal. Normal.
Approach checklist completed.
Boy, Daniel sent that text message asking the spelling correct. I can't read that. can't read. I don't know how to read that. Man, I remember coming back from leave and doing this flight into San Diego, and I remember seeing this vast desert. It was very miserable, but the flight back from military leave was a very miserable flight. Yeah, I need to learn how to read Korean. Honestly, I do wish I should make more of an effort to do that. Because every single time I see like some Koreans talking around the computer lab or the School of Aeronautics, I'm like, I wish I could understand and actually go conversate with them. So maybe I will make a better effort. Touche. Oh boy. No. What just happened? There we go. Okay. Now I know this button is not connected to the speed retraction. Actually, I might go ahead and just change that real quick so we don't run into that issue. Oh, spoilers. Okay. There we go. So my joystick, my setup, I have like a throttle on my right side, and then my joystick on the left, kind of like this. However, this joystick that I have connected, there's like a little throttle also on it, and I have that connected to the spoilers here, and by default it's connected to the throttles, so it went back to its default state. So that's why when I pressed it, it went to idle power, and then we could have, the engine's pretty much stopped producing power.
2989 set passing 16,900.
Where do you find a complaint, Frontiers? No, you're not allowed to complain. You paid bare minimum for this ticket,
now,
so you don't get an opinion. I didn't almost crash the plane. That's wild. over here, I believe, is, I think we were back there, way back there was actually Yuma, Arizona. That was a miserable training mission as well. And over to the right is 29 Palms somewhere. We're actually coming up to the coast of California, as you can see, the Pacific Ocean there, over there in the horizon. And then I believe Camp Pendleton is somewhere over there. I think there's a river that you can identify it by, maybe.
Frontier Flight 2817, contact SoCal approach 124.35.
Alright, it's about grind time here soon. Yeah, Yuma, Arizona is, have you ever heard of Slab City? Slab City, if you haven't heard about it, it's a place where a bunch of people reunite and they do drugs and stuff, and there's like no laws. A bunch of homeless people, artists go over there. It's really trashy, disgusting, but it's really, it's popular amongst those kinds of people. However, it's also nearby a military training compound, so it's just pretty much fenced off, like thousands of kilometers of space. I wouldn't say thousands, probably hundreds of kilometers of space. And a lot of explosions going on over there because of all the military training. It was miserable. It was hot. We were in the same spot for like 2.5 weeks. It sucked. Alright, we're expecting the RNAV Yankee to runway 27 at Lindy, which we already have planned out. We're ready to go. Let's go ahead and bring out more flaps, more drag. It's about to get real very soon here. Landing lights on. Like I say, the approach goes by really quick, so we gotta stay ahead of the airplane here. We're below our green dot, which is good. I'm accepting that for now, just because I want to get to my altitudes. Speed brakes now. Cabin crew seats for landing, please. Gate are we going to?
Cabin crew must now be seated for landing. Thank you.
Gate 18.
1,000 to go.
Alright, sounds good. San Diego should be coming up in sight here. Hopefully everything is working well with the city and all that stuff. It's over there, I see it. The harbor. Get to that green dot, we'll go ahead and bring out flaps 1. Go ahead and set approach mode. We got app nav, alt final, blue, cool.
Frontier Flight 2817, cleared direct Lindy, cross Lindy at or above 5,000 feet, cleared RNAV Yankee runway 27.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Final app, set. Cross Lindy at or above 5,000, cleared for the RNAV. Alright, we'll go ahead and keep the speed brakes out until we get flaps 3. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Altimeter 2989er.
Alright, here we go, our first landing in 2024 in the Airbus. Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Also, I hate that my PFD is like kind of laggy. Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Alright, going down to O'Kane at 3,600. Oh, Cooper's hungry. I haven't fed him yet. Of course. My wife always interrupts me in the most crucial moments. No, not yet. No, not yet. The city should be popping up. Maybe I'm not in the right distance.
Frontier Flight 2817, contact Lindbergh Tower 118.3, take care.
Radar altimeter alive.
Alright. It still seems like, I don't know, like the ground is blurry over there. Not too sure what's the deal with that. Maybe it'll pop up here in a little bit. It's like all loading in little by little.
Frontier Flight 2817, Lindbergh Tower, wind 280 at 10, runway 27 cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 27. Landing checklist.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist completed.
Okay. The airport still hasn't loaded in. That's good to know. Let's do something here, because right now the airport's not loaded in. I don't even see the runway. So let's go down here. That's so nice. Okay, cool. So, are we gonna have a runway to land on? Or not? I literally can't see the runway. That's crazy. Alright, so now we know. And there's supposed to be a city right here. It's not loading in. That's wild. Really not cool. What do I do here?
1000.
Now this is why I don't fly the simulator. That's wild. Well, we don't have a runway to land on.
Sync rate.
Alright. Man, this sucks. I'm trying to see if, like, maybe if I wait it out, it'll load in. I literally tested it to see if it would work. This is really annoying. I hate... The thing is that Microsoft Flight Sim does this stupid thing where in order to save memory, they stream the entire world off a cloud. So then you get issues like this. Now, I might just go ahead and land it just so that we can get credit for this flight. I think the runway's like right here. Not cool. I don't know what to do. This is extremely disappointing. We'll just go ahead and land it, because there's nothing we can really do.
Pitch.
Yeah,
sync rate.
100 above. Minimum 500.
Continue. Man, this is so lame. I think this dark spot here is the runway, so we're just gonna go ahead and use that.
Spoilers. Reverse screen. Decel. $70 knots.
Okay.
Frontier Flight 2817. Exit next available taxiway.
Oh, okay. Yep. We are stopping right here. This is so disappointed. I'm beyond disappointed. Look at this. Where are we right now?
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that
well, I'm at the end of the runway. I made it on the runway.
Sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now.
We are.
Frontier Flight 2817.
Let's get out.
Contact ground 123.9.
We're just gonna shut off the engines. I don't care. Yeah, we are here. Again, like I said, this simulator needs a lot of work still.
Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. Crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your journey.
Let me look at the flight report. If it's bad, then I'm just gonna... Gave me a $4.99. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna have to cancel this flight, honestly. Restart flight, yep. Well, it was a good test to see how the simulator is doing. Yeah. Not cool. Not cool at all. It could have been a good landing too. I'm not sure why I did this. I tested it out before we flew to make sure it would load in. And it loaded in just fine, but I don't know why. Man, this is really, really disappointing. There's nothing worse than actually putting in the effort to do a good flight and then this happens. But anyways, alright. I'll have to work on that another time. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry about the landing. We'll see you next time.